Historically, most Black self-determination organizations, whether cultural, political, religious, nationalist, or economic, have struggled to become the dominant in-group for the broader Black population. This is not unique to Black movements. Most ideological organizations never become majority movements. In-group versus out-group behavior. In sociology and social psychology, in-group, the group people identify with as us, it becomes the default source of identity, trust, norms, and mutual obligation. Outgroup, groups perceived as them, even if there is sympathy or shared ancestry. An in-group usually provides identity, security, economic opportunity, marriage and family networks, shared institutions, leadership legitimacy, social prestige. If an organization cannot provide several of these consistently, many people continue identifying primarily with other in-groups: family, church, profession, neighborhood, political party, nationality, etc. Historical numbers. Most Black self-determination organizations have represented a relatively small fraction of the total Black population. Approximate examples: organization, peak membership, approx. Universal Negro Improvement Association, hundreds of thousands to perhaps over 1 million supporters worldwide. Exact figure debated. Nation of Islam, tens of thousands of active members. Black Panther Party, about 5,000 to 10,000 members at peak. Republic of New Africa, hundreds to low thousands. New African Peoples Organization, hundreds. Various Pan-African organizations, usually hundreds to several thousand. By comparison, Black U.S. population today, roughly 50 million. Black population during Garvey's era, about 10 to 12 million in the United States. Even the largest organizations generally reached only a minority of the eligible population. Why movements remain the outgroup? Research on social movements identifies recurring barriers. 1. Competing identities: national identity, religious identity, regional identity, family identity, occupational identity. 2. Resource limitations. Organizations need sustained funding, staff, buildings, schools, businesses, and media. 3. Leadership fragmentation. Personality conflicts, ideological disagreements, and organizational splits are common across many movements. 4. External pressures. Governments, rival organizations, media narratives, and economic constraints can limit growth. Historical records document surveillance and disruption of some Black political organizations alongside internal organizational challenges. 5. Collective action problem. Many people support goals in principle but do not participate actively because they expect others to carry the burden. How groups become the in-group. Historically, groups that become dominant within a community tend to build durable institutions rather than relying only on political messaging. Common features include schools, businesses, mutual aid, religious institutions, family networks, youth programs, community events, economic opportunities, shared symbols, and rituals. People are more likely to identify strongly with organizations that become embedded in everyday life. Historical examples. The Universal Negro Improvement Association came closest to creating a broad transnational Black identity by combining newspapers, businesses, parades, uniforms, shipping ventures, educational initiatives, and a shared symbolic culture. Even so, it did not become the primary identity for most Black people. The Black Panther Party gained significant visibility through community programs such as free breakfasts and health clinics, but its membership remained relatively small compared with the overall Black population. A broader lesson from the perspective of social identity theory: becoming the in-group is less about persuading everyone to adopt an ideology and more about becoming the community's primary source of trusted relationships, practical support, and shared institutions. Historically, movements that endure tend to integrate cultural identity with stable institutions and broad-based participation rather than relying on symbolic affiliation alone.